everyone, I'm Shanice Lowe. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a soon-to-be mama. Today's workout is going to be legs, body weight only. So the only piece of equipment you need is a mat, something soft that you can work out on. I'm going to be barefooted. You can wear tennis shoes if you'd like. Some of the exercises will be in standing. If you feel more stable with tennies on, go ahead and put those on. We're not going to do circuit style today. We're going to do one exercise at a time, do a couple of rounds of it before we move on to each one. So let's just get started together. Go ahead and grab your mat, get down on the floor. We're going to start in a side plank. I'm going to keep my knees bent, straighten out my body so that my shoulders down to my knee are in a straight line. Then I'm going to prop myself up on my elbow into a side plank on my knees, and I'm going to extend my left leg out, bring it slightly behind me, and I'm just going to lift up and down. So this is a side plank leg raise. If that's a bit too challenging for you, just hold this position. If it's too easy, you can come up to a full plank, so straighten out your bottom leg and do a full side plank as you lift. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. We're working our abdominal obliques as well as our glute medius here on both sides. And let's switch sides. Coming onto that elbow, straightening out your body, lifting up onto those knees or feet, whichever one you choose. Straighten that top leg, bring it slightly behind you, and lifting up and down. Try to keep your neck neutral, in line with your spine, so you're not looking down, just looking straight out in front of you. Feeling that glute working, and that bottom glute is working as well, and those obliques. Almost there. And down. Let's switch again. We'll end up doing 2 rounds on each side before we move on. Get into that good position, lifting up, straightening that leg, bringing it slightly behind you, and we're off. 30 seconds. Just feeling that fatigue in that side glute or gluteus medius. Your shoulder stabilizers are obviously working as well to keep you propped up. I'm sagging a little, getting tired. And switch. Straighten out that line. Lifting up. Straighten that top leg, bring it back, and lift. Woo-wee. I am feeling that. Both glutes right now. Try to keep breathing. About 10 more seconds. I'm going to pause. I'm getting tired. I'm losing my form. Almost there. And rest. All right, let's take a 30-second breather. Our next one's going to be up and standing. All right, next up we have a posterior lunge and reach. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Stand on one leg, and we're going to reach our arms forward as we slide our left foot back and bend that front knee, and then come back up to standing. So I've got most of my weight in my right leg, and I'm just gently dragging my left foot behind me as I reach my arms forward and bend my right knee to squat down. So this kind of movement is forcing me to keep my weight through my right heel throughout most of that motion. That's going to work my glute and hamstrings, a little bit of quadriceps, and my arms are just counterbalancing that leg reach. One more. And let's go ahead and switch sides. So reaching my right leg back, bending my left knee as I keep my weight through that front leg, coming up and down. 30 seconds of that. A little bit of balance training with this one. You can keep most of your weight through that front leg. One more. Great, let's do another round of that. I'm gonna come to the other side just to change up the angle a little bit. For this next round, let's try lifting off that sliding back leg at the end range. So we're reaching, sliding that foot back, and let it lift. And then slide it back in. A little bit of a progression. If that's too much, if you're losing your balance, don't lift that foot off. Continue to keep it in contact with the floor. Our focus is just working that front leg. As long as you're doing that squatting motion, you're getting that workout. A little hover and coming back up. Last one. Great, switch legs. Bending that front knee as you slide the back leg back. If you're ready, hover that back leg, and then coming up again. And last one. Rest for 30 seconds. We've got another standing one. We'll be doing a lateral lunge. Next up, we're going to be doing a lateral lunge. So we're going to come into a wide stance. We're actually going to alternate sides as we do this. You're going to sink your weight over to one leg and let your hips come back behind you as if you're sitting in a chair. Arms come forward to counterbalance. This leg is staying straight. And then push yourself back up to standing. Switch sides, letting those hips drop back, 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 and coming back up. So just alternating side to side. We'll do that for 30 seconds. So here, we're getting glutes and hamstrings again, just like with our lunge reach back. But we're also getting a little bit more of the glute medius as we move side to side. That side glute muscle pushing us from side to side. Two more. Rest. Go through one more round of that. Harder, get deeper, easier, don't go as deep. Alrighty, we're off to the races. Go ahead and sink those hips back. See if you can get a little lower this time. I like this one because the legs are so wide, it makes room for that baby belly when you come down versus your standard lunge or squat. Sometimes my thigh will hit my tummy before I think I'm out of range of motion. This nice wide stance allows for a bit more range. Last two. And rest. We're gonna go into a sumo squat next. Shake it out, grab some water, we'll come to the sumo squat. Just gearing up for that sumo squat. Take a little bit of rest here. We'll get started in about 10 seconds. All right, standing on that mat, let's go wide legs again. Toes pointing slightly outward. And then I want you to keep your chest upright as you bend those knees to get your hips down toward the floor. So we're staying upright with this squat. And I want you to think about bringing your knees back behind you. So pull those knees apart. You should feel those glutes engage immediately as you do that. Put your hands wherever is comfortable. You can do hands on hips. You can do arms out in front. You can do prayer. I like prayer because then I can put a little pressure in my hands and distract from the burn in my legs. We're just gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Holding that squat. Last 10 seconds, let's add a little pulse. Keep pushing those knees back behind you. Feel that burn. Again, working quads, hamstrings, glutes, those large muscles of the legs. And come on up. Let's rest, shake it out. We'll do one more set of that. Progression, you can just turn that into a moving sumo squat going up and down. You can get deeper, making it a little bit easier. Come up a little higher out of that squat position when you're holding. All right, let's get back to it. Dropping those hips down. Chest stays tall. Knees come out, and we're holding. Keep breathing. Last 10, let's actually rock side to side, left to right. Make it burn. I'm shaking. And come on up. Nicely done. We've got one more. It's gonna be for our calves, a heel raise. Let's take a little breather. Get started in about 10 seconds. We're going to be doing an inclined heel raise. You do need a wall or a countertop, something that you can lean your hands into. All right, so I'm going to face the wall, put my hands against it. I'm going to do straight elbows, feet come behind me, and then I'm lifting up onto my tiptoes and slowly lowering back down. As I do that, we want to keep those knees nice and straight, working those calf muscles, or the muscles in the back of the lower legs. Just going up and down, keeping those ankles close together. You can make this harder by doing a single leg heel raise, or just making your incline even deeper. Go ahead and rest. Make it easier by standing more upright. Let's shake it out. We'll do one more set of 30 seconds. All right, hands against the wall. Feet come back. Knees are straight, and we're lifting up and down for that incline heel raise. Two more. And rest. That's it. Thank you all for joining me for that body weight workout. I hope those legs are feeling nice and fatigued. It's one of my favorite ways to work out without equipment. It's just so simple. You can bust it out anytime. Hope you're feeling good. Remember to follow my YouTube channel if you want to see the latest updates and the different videos that I'm posting. I'm going to start adding on some educational videos about pregnancy as well. And I hope to see you all soon. Thank you as always for showing self-love through exercise.